Hello, my fellow book lovers. Apparently, Book Lovers Day 2024 just went by, and I, for one, was reading or rather rereading a few of my favorites. Of course, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy keeps on repeating itself in my reading course, and the spirals that I get from reading that epitome of science fiction comedy just continue to amaze me all the time. I, of course, have to shout out to Project Bibliotherapy because they have been a huge Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy promoter in these days, and they continue to promote the love of reading, which is something very important, which I think is slightly missing in the younger generation today. And of course, most of our reading is done on screen, but that's the sign of the times. You can't be a Luddite, which means a person who is not at all into tech, because that is what our modern civilization is based on, technology. So you can check out my other space exploration videos also, which I talk about how technology that is pushing the frontiers of human exploration is used to improve our lives right here, back on earth, back on solid ground as well. But coming back to the Book Lovers Day theme, I have been reading James Joyce's short stories, which is called The Dubliners. And of course, as the title says, it's set in Dublin, and it just gives a cross section of old timey Irish life. And you don't have to read it for uh, you know knowledge or information, but just as a very simple and straightforward flow of how human life flows. Alright, other than that, I have also reread The Salmon of Doubt by Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy author Douglas Adams recently, and that is more a reflection on his life and about his opinions and views on what technology once again is, as well as a very interesting sort of unfinished novel of the Dirk Gently series, of which the Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency series, starring Elijah Wood, who was Frodo in Lord of the Rings, was based. And Frodo, of course, reminds me about the Lord of the Rings. And the new season of Rings of Power is also out, and let's see if they manage to surpass the somewhat mixed reactions of the Tolkien verse that they faced. Then, of course, there's my usual suspects, which are simple comics for my little baby daughter Advitya, and few things that I read to keep up with news, like the New York Times email and daily briefings that come in on the email. So all these things are basically just a way to keep my reading habit alive. And because it was Book Lovers Day, I thought that I will share not just the feel that I have for physical books, but also the necessity to keep reading and keep gaining new information and incorporating the best learnings that we get from that information into our lives to make it better, to sort of live better, and if circumstances conspire, to help improve other people's lives as well. And of course, this is just my vlog, and I'm going to be keeping it real, because it is also an amalgamation of everything that I think about. To quote Douglas Adams' book, life, the universe, and everything is in this vlog. Of course, my interests are pretty varied, and the football season in English Premier League is also beginning, so I will be talking a lot about Manchester United as well. The Indian Super League will start soon, and lots of good stuff coming up. So make sure you smash that sub button, and thank you so much for watching. Take care and stay safe.